this is a talking stage in camp. You see Yoruba and Akwa Ibom people. They have antenna that they use in finding themselves on that campground. Learn to read the room. In camp, learn to read the room. Because this video here is going to land in some pages. It's going to land in some groups. I know some people are coming to hold me by the throat. But if the shoe fits, oh well. Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Bolande Godwin and welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time stopping by, thank you so much for doing that. I noticed we have some new numbers to our existing numbers. I do self-development videos. I always find that to be a mouthful. Self-development videos, I do vlogs, I do book videos, and I do talks and reaction. And it's a pleasure to meet you. Please let us stay connected and stay interactive in the comment section. If you've not subscribed, what are you waiting for? The title should already have given out. I have not had the time here to talk about my NYSC experience since I came in. My NYSC video, I will keep that linked below. After this, you can go and watch it. Was a wholesome one, true, but I have not had the time to pick out some things. I just went through it really quick, you guys, because it was something I could not wait to get out of after that 3 weeks. I am so grateful it's 3 weeks. But despite that, I would still want to inform, educate, and entertain you with some things that were little things but important here to me. And hence, it brings about me talking about some pet peeves I had in camp. Like I said, they might be insubstantial to you, but they were things that really me out in camp. They were crazy and I did not understand why they happened like that. Now, when I'm talking about pet peeves, every other thing falls under anything that annoyed me, irritated me, disgusted me, everything that made me feel like you should not be here, you're out of place here. Why are you here? Let's get into the video. It's nothing much. I have a struggling 10 pet peeves that happened in camp. Because this video here is going to land in some pages. It's going to land in some groups. I know some people are coming to hold me by the throat. But if the shoe fits, oh well. Oh well. Oh well. That's all I can say. Oh well. So disclaimer first. I camped in Rivers State. Yeah. Port Harcourt. Because I know a lot of people know Port Harcourt and they know Rivers State. Weird, but yes. I camped in Rivers State at Nuwagmamtai. We happen to be the finest orientation camp in Nigeria. But despite our finesse and fineness, it did not mean we did not struggle in some areas. So the first thing I noticed was our Mami market was overpriced. At some point it had to be addressed. I wish I can bring out my khaki and show you guys, but as usual, there is a tendency you would be given a uniform that is not your size. Hence, the need of tailors. Now, why the market provided tailors were charging us a ridiculous amount. To slim fit my top was 1,000 naira. To slim fit the trousers was 1,000 naira. 2,000 naira for what they've not even paid you your first allowance for. That was what happened the first 5 days when I got in, before they were not able to say up and down 1,000 naira, which to me was still a lot, because some people had to get theirs done more than a time. And believe me, as many times as you go there, especially if they don't keep your face to mind, because these people are old women, you're going to pay as many times as you go there, unless you want to go and drag and make drama and perform. But it was really annoying. Why did we have to pay 1,000 naira just to get our uniforms shaped? And these are things that Obioma outside will do for you, 50 to 80 naira. Okay, the countries had 150 naira, 150 naira, but we paid a very ridiculous amount, and I found it annoying. The second pet peeve would be, now coming to the aspect of socialization. People wouldn't know or didn't understand the topic, but had things to say and made jokes of them. So how I like to categorize things as this: there is knowledge, there is wisdom, and there is understanding. Yeah. Apparently, we're all supposed to be graduates to be in youth service or to be serving our father's land. Some of you did not even get We all did not get. I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to offend some people. Some of you did not even get adequate knowledge, thanks to the country Nigeria. So application is a problem, which is wisdom. And for those things you don't understand, why can't you keep quiet and ask the appropriate question? The way you're expressing this thing should not be heard by a third party. Not only are you expressing it wrongly, but you're making unnecessary jokes out of it. Some of you think you're funny, yeah? I understand that occasionally you can be funny. But it does not mean that certain topics that are sensitive, because come to think of it, I think NYC is one of the most sensitive grounds you can be on. People from all over the country are on that ground with you. But some of you don't understand. You just go ahead saying very insensitive things, not even knowing the situation this person is coming from. So yes, that irritated me like no man's business. It reduced the amount of people I was able to interact with, because there were some people that were just a no for me. Like, you can't sit next to me. I'm sorry, you can't. And so this one, I was affected by it greatly. And I think the best way I can just explain this pet peeve: people that ask uncomfortable questions in an uncomfortable manner. Like, honey, the question is already uncomfortable. Are you not supposed to find a way to ask it in a way that I want to resonate and be vulnerable with you and talk about it? I had a lot of people asking some really, really crazy questions, and I was like, there are better ways to ask this here. Like, example, maybe you want to ask about maybe a person's car, or you want to inquire about maybe what is happening in certain people's places or from the news. You just go about in the most callous and unnecessary way just because you want to ask. Fem, don't ask. If you know you don't know how to ask uncomfortable questions in a very comfortable way, hush. I don't want you looking me in the eye like some ghetto aguero and asking me some questions and daring me to tell you I'm not going to answer it. Don't try me, because me, I put a lot of people in their places, because in as much as I would not go looking for trouble, if I can just tell that your vibe is not what I want to be around, which is what happened, I found a way to boycott you. I'm sorry. I am a big sly. Yep. I had problems with people who could not read the room. Like, we call out for a meeting because you're organized in platoons here, and believe me, you're supposed to have a lot of meetings to make things work. Every night is a performative night. Like, you're supposed to present something. Why would you come into the room? You're coming in late, one, and then you can't read the room. You just want to make noise. You want to make noise. Some of you at your big age, you can't read the bloody room. Learn to read the room. In camp, learn to read the room. I'm saying this because one thing about the youth service here is it's a one-time experience. So a lot of you cannot go back and undo the kind of silly things you did in camp. But for those of you that are going, I think A1 or A2 should be going. Don't go and bloody fuck up, because not everybody has the kind of patience some people had, because some people were close to actually losing their shit in camp. On the youth service ground, in orientation ground, it is particularly crazy. And this is over generalization. Jesus. See, yeah, I'm going to actually spill on this one, because you're going to meet a lot of new people. One thing I liked about the service is the fact that we were all allowed to wear one uniform. Because if we were allowed to wear whatever it is we have from house, I'm not sure the program will work. The white and white is perfect. Be a white fowl for 3 weeks. Perfect. See, people will assume you're certain things because of one thing you will say. I remember introducing myself to so many people, and then when they ask you of your school, people just had something to say, and it is very stereotypic. Like, people just say things like, you're from here, that's cool, this, that. They don't want to know you. Like, the first thing that comes to people's mind is to conclude over you before they get to know you. And in truth, it's really sad, yeah, because we are supposed to be different from these old folks in our lives, because it's the thing of the older folks, but we still do it. We find ourselves falling for this error in judgment over and over again. Stop assuming that this person is a call girl because you've heard that people from so and school are call girls. Stop assuming this girl would have big eye for big money because people from so school are assumed to be so. Stop assuming this boy is so and so, or he's into something shady because you heard that people from his school are shady. It is a fucked up mentality, and it's something you should not be going around carrying at this your young age. I met a lot of young people, but the way you spoke, it tells a lot about your background and where you think from. Sad. Now, I don't know how many of you remember the sound. I was already surviving with that. I have very sensitive ears thanks to the battle and things I have had to go through in the past 3 years. But you see, after surviving the big wheel in the morning, some of you now assume the best way to communicate is shouting instead of talking. See, there were a lot of people that I did not even speak to because when you're even talking alone, I can see speed coming out of your mouth. Close your mouth. My friend, close your mouth. Then some of you now resort to shouting. I think the only time where I had to shout, or I think shouting was necessary, was when I was playing game because tension is high. Yeah, like your body is pumped up. You want to win. That was the only time I thought shouting was required. But some of you are trying to communicate and you cannot stand your ground. Project and say what you want to say your mind and leave the ground for other people. You just have to shout. You have to be a nuisance. You have to customize yourself. We had a lot of customized nuisance attack. Like, I don't want to go digging. Yeah, but see, you want to collect chairs. Your platoon chair, and somebody is shouting at you. There were some people I never said more than 3 words in camp because I don't know why you're shouting. Be here at 2:30 p.m. Coppers will come there 5:30. So how long is not Said where you're compulsory to be in the hall? And I just did not understand why. Tardiness was something that icked me so much in camp because camp is a place where we did a lot of things collectively. The only thing I think you did alone in camp or by yourself in camp is sleep. Every other thing you do with people. Every game you play with people or against people, you eat with people. You did a lot of things with people. So why do you have to make some people feel like they're overdoing it, or why do you just have to be a time waster? And I don't like it. I personally did not like it. And for the fact that we had to do a lot of things in groups, it did give me a lot of aches about certain people. It was just really annoying that some of you prefer to just waste people's time than make yourself available when you're asked to. Like, camp is one place where you would find out that you can live without your phone. You would struggle, but it's a place you can actually live without your phone. Not because you choose to, but because there's so many things to do. But then some of you decide to do these things really late and it affects performance. A lot of people struggled. My platoon struggled. Tardiness was one of the reasons. You would set time and people will not meet up with it. And I can see how it was drawing us back in results, in even teamwork. Because I think one of the most important things being on that campground will teach you is teamwork. Unity, teamwork. And a lot of you failed at it woefully, and some of you will continue to it. And then you want to go out and be paid big in your favor market or labor market. Oh well, I wish you best of luck. This is classification first before we go to service classification. I don't want to say cliques here because 3 weeks is a short time to be forming cliques, but people did. So I want to use the word classification or categorization. There was serious categorization when people talk of people. So one thing about humans is you want to find people that have share commonalities with you, like common things with you, and things like language is it's easiest in camp. You see Yoruba and Akwa Ibom people, they have antenna that they use in finding themselves on that campground. The only reason why I survived is because I can speak Yoruba. My name was a giveaway. People just assumed I was a Yoruba girl, but when you say it and I respond, you find out that you've missed the target. So yeah, classification in this sense, I found this annoying to some extent because people now used it to like give people chores. Like you hear things like, for example, the first one that happened on my first day was slim girls were supposed to sleep up bunk, plus size girls were supposed to stay down bunk. What if I have some sleeping paralysis or some sleeping illness that does not permit me to be up? The reason why I also find it annoying is this classification had a way of dimming people's individuality. So you hear things like maybe Bimbo and Co. or Rita and Co. This Co. Where are they? Where are they? Come. Where are they? So overclassification was annoying for me. Like I know if it made identification easy, but it made identification easy as a group, not persons. So I didn't like it. I'm not going to lie. I didn't like it. Now we've started talking. You like me. I probably like you. We're getting to know each other. There is a talking stage in camp. I just have to let you know, those of you there, you must agree there is a talking stage in camp for everybody, boys and girls. There is. Now let's just say we're in the talking stage, we're getting to know each other, where you're from, blah blah blah. And boys are always curious to want to know how you look outside this white and white, because white and white there will make you think pretty girls are not pretty. So now we're talking and you're like, oh, can I see your picture? I don't have a problem with it, it's fine. But why are you swiping, sir? You said you want to see my picture. Why are you swiping? Like, it doesn't even have to be that I have something shady on my phone, but like I said, I don't know you. Our galleries are the best, the best identification to people, because they expose who a person is, what they like, what they don't like, who they've been with, family, friends. I might not be ready to open up that much to you that I have just met in maybe 4 days. Because let me tell you, in camp, unless I don't know how some of your experiences are, but my own, people were moving in and out. Yeah, I was meeting different people in and out, and I didn't have a problem with it. Yes, but I did not want everybody I met to be seeing my gallery. So when I'm giving you my phone, look at the picture I'm showing you. If you want another one, politely ask. And if you can be smart about it, some people just go ahead to ask, do you have an IG page? Everything on my IG page that is public obviously means I want people to see it, which is fine. But the gallery, man, you're rude, don't do that. See, this one is where we're about to have problems. Like, I can just feel people coming for me already, like people are coming to fight me, and that is attachment issues. See, a lot of people start having attachment issues in camp. Some people went there to find their life partners. Yeah, I don't know how you want to meet your life partner and fall in love and marry them in 3 weeks, but people do it. People have done it, and people will continue to do it. Some people went there to find love. I went there in the raining season, so guy, it was cold, and people were moving funny, and I realized a lot of people had attachment issues. Now I don't, because of how I am personally, but some of you made this issue so noticeable, it was borderline embarrassing. Like, please, you're going to have the opportunity to meet different people, because in camp you have more than 1,000 people. Why would you want to just attach yourself to one person? And this one person might be keeping a very big secret from you, and they won't tell you, and in your mind you found the one. See, attachment issues, fake attraction or fake interest. Like, there were a lot of fake interest, like people with fake interest in you because of one thing they saw or one thing they think they perceive. And it is really, 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 really wrong, because faking interest is just leading people on, and it's gaslighting. You can tell when a person fakes interest in you. At least I can. If you can't, I'm going to give you one scope. Yeah, I'll give you a scope for you to know when people are like, when people in camp are faking interest in you from a girl's point of view. So for example, yeah, I have something on my lips. A guy walks up to you, he tells you his name, he asks your platoon, he asks your hostel, he asks have you eaten, you guys get talking. And then maybe you said something about your business. You would know this guy is faking, because tomorrow he will come and ask you something you've already said the previous day. And I hated repeating myself. You see, as at 4 days to the end of camp, I stopped interacting with people. I started staying with people I was already comfortable with, because I was just tired of the talking stage, yeah? And these people, it felt like they were trying to play their last game, and I was really not interested. Let us be guided in Christ's name. So yes, guys, I would not be saying anymore. If you had anything that gave you, almost pushed you to insanity in camp, put it in the comment section. Also put where you camped in the comment section. I would like to hear your camping experience. If there is any other topic you would want me to address concerning NYC before I forget all about it, which I don't think is really possible, let me know. I really do like talking about my NYC experience. Like I said, it was a wholesome one for me. It did not start easy, but I can say it didn't even end easy, because my PPA was a mess. If you want me to talk about that, I can. But yeah, I liked people I met, interacted with. In as much as some of you were annoying, I am so grateful to have crossed paths with you. I liked how there was a sense of togetherness one way or the other. I really liked that about the service, about my orientation period. That brings us to the end. Do well to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video. I love you so much. All I ever asked was you to pick up the phone when you alone.